Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. I am here because this is the first Friday of Susan Hiles and mine crafty collab that we're doing together. So it's called Sherry and Susan's Crafty Collab. And so the first week was paper and ephemera. So I was going to show you what I'm doing, and that includes so much. We thought books, book pages, just playing cards, just everything that is papery, right? So it would be really easy to find something to work with, we thought. And so I'm going to be working with these boxes. So I just want to remind you, if you would like to participate, you can participate on any Friday. It's just going to be 3 Fridays, today, next Friday, and the next Friday, and all the details will be below in my description box. And so if you want us to list your channel in our description boxes so people can come and find you, be sure to comment and let us know you're participating. There's already some participants, so check them out. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can let us know an Instagram link, maybe your Instagram account will link you there. I was thinking, just wherever you'd like to share, if you have a Facebook that you'd like to share, just let us know so we can find you and link whatever it is, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you'd like to share your work, because I really, would like to include everyone, not just if you have a YouTube channel or maybe you don't like Instagram, there's usually somewhere that you share things that you like, right? So I really don't want to, leave anybody out. So just let us know where you'd like to share. And we really like to see what you're doing. We like to get good ideas, and so does everyone else. So today I thought I was working on my December daily, and I created my own December daily with a box. So the story, the part of this collab is, let us know where you got the thing you're working with, the paper, where you found that deal on your paper. And it has to do all the theme is like crafty deals, right? And you all know, if you watch my channel, that I get most of my crafty goodies either at a thrift store, and sometimes I get some in Happy Mail. Just I always usually get a deal on things. That's how I like to craft. Repurposing, maybe you got something for free, somebody gave you something, you found something somewhere, in the road or something. You never know. So anyway, these are boxes that I picked up at a thrift store, and don't they look pretty and vintagey? And so I didn't use these two yet, but I did. There was only 4 covers. You know how the boxes come with covers and a white bottom. So that's what this package was. Never opened though. I don't believe it was ever opened, if I remember right. So I took 2 of the boxes and I made my own December daily here out of 2 box covers. I'm going to show you how I did it, but real quick in this video. But I just wanted to show you the start of my December daily and how I've done this. This is my 3rd year, and I'll do a separate video where I show you my December dailies from previous years, just as a quick refresher. But this one is, like I said, made from the box. 2 boxes, 2 box lids. I lined the inside with fabric here. There's a fabric pocket right here. There's 3 signatures. And, it's December daily, so you only need really 31 pages. I usually do count, front and back. So, only 31 pages. And so I know I have plenty of pages in here. And I kind of like mine, I do have some Christmassy pages, as you can see in here. And just to describe to you how I like to do mine real quick. And so you can see I have some Christmassy pages. There's scrapbook paper, but I have music. And I like to make sure I put things in here that I don't mind covering up, because I really like to glue a lot of stuff in my December dailies and just cover the pages with whatever I want and not have to worry about covering up anything that I like pretty that I don't want to cover up, like that bird right there. So, I like to have plenty of pages to basically glue down cards and whatever I get during the month of December, tags and things, and write down memories. And so I've got plenty of pages in here, and I think I have plenty of pages that I can glue things down in. I've got a few tags in here already, as you can see, drilling cards and things. So I will do a further flip through on this later. I just wanted to basically really show you that I made it out of the box. Here's one box here, can see with this design, and the other box is here with this design. So two box lids. So let's show you how I did it. So I took the lids, and they're like this, you know, with the sides. So what I did was open them up. See, I left the side on over here. On both of these, I gotta make sure I leave this one side on over here. That's my spine. So I kind of took them apart. On the part, I kind of took all the little sides apart like this. You know, they're just glued together, and they're not, you know, super strong glue or anything, so you can just take them apart pretty easily. At least on these, that's how it worked for me. I've never done this before, as far as, you know, before I did mine this year. I've made a journal out of a box before, but not gift boxes like this, if you know what I mean. So, so let's see. We're going to take apart all of these, just unglue them. Okay, and we're going to be cutting most of this off. That's why I have my paper cutter right here. So this is something you can do if you've have some old boxes, Christmas boxes. You can make yourself a journal cover out of them. So I'm going to cut off. Let me see if I can use my paper cutter. So I'm going to keep this for my spine. Let me see. Let me make sure. I think I'm going to make this the front cover and this the back cover. Okay. So it'll be like this. So I need to make sure I cut off the right, you know, sides. That's very important. Okay. So I'm going to put this under here. If this doesn't work, I'll use my scissors, but I kind of would like to just see if I can cut it with my paper cutter all the way down here. Get everything lined up and just cut. I'm going to cut so that I have a flat line all the way across as far as where the flaps were. You know, I want it to be straight and flat like a piece of scrapbook or a piece of cardstock or scrapbook paper. Okay, so I think that's all cut off. See, all cut off. Okay, so remember, we're keeping this side. So now we're going to cut this off. So we already cut off that little piece that was there. Just lining it up straight on my line here where my paper cutter cuts. And I think you can see this okay, even though it's over to the side here a little bit. And cut this side off. And if you don't have a paper cutter, you can always use scissors. I just like to use my paper cutter because it cuts a nice sharp straight line. So I always use it if I can. Alright, let me get my scissors for this one. Got a little piece here. Whoops, sorry about that. I hope that wasn't too loud for you. If it was, I'm sorry. Okay, that's a nice strip. We might need to save that for a tuck spot. I'm going to save that. That might make a good tuck spot somewhere on the side of a page or inside the cover. Okay, now we're keeping this side. We're cutting this off right here. So hopefully we can get this. I'm not doing the inside or anything, and I'm not even gonna, I may not even make this into a journal this year. This might be for next year because I've got 2 journals I'm gonna work on, and they're not involving this box. So I'm just doing this for this collab to show you what paper I'm working with, a cardboard box. So it can be a cardboard box that you're working with today on this first collab, and you can post your video or whatever, wherever you're posting. You can post anytime today. You know, it doesn't have to be first thing in the morning, this morning. Anytime today, let us know and we will link you. Okay, so I'm keeping this side. I'm going to cut all of this part off. So yeah, I thought this would be fun and something different. I used a book cover for my first December daily a couple years ago. Last year I used some, you know, scrapbook paper cardstock though for the cover, and I'll show you that. So this year I thought I was thinking about it for quite a while, like, you know, 'cause I knew I was going to do one, and I was like thinking what do I want to make the cover out of, and finally thought of these boxes because I knew I had them, and I just didn't think about making a cover out of them at first. I mean, I think I did, but not really for my December daily. And then I thought, well, why don't I just use one of those or 2 of those for my December daily? You know, I forget that I can use things that I get for myself, right? I'm always making journals for my shopping stuff, and I forget, oh, I can use that for myself, can't I? Yes, I can. Okay, so that's that. All right, I'm saving these in case I want to make these long pieces like into a tuck spot somewhere. Okay, so we've still got our everything good. This is going to be our spine over there, but we're going to make this smaller. I'm just getting the sides cut off first, so I can work with what I have left here, because it's not going to be this big. You can see how small mine is compared to the box, right? Yeah. It's not going to be as big as this box. I just need to get these sides cut off. Okay, here we go. So I like to make my December daily not too big, but not too small. You know what I mean? I like to be able to, if I get a Christmas card, hopefully the Christmas card will fit in here. That's why I made this. I figure there's not really any Christmas cards bigger than this size right here. And this is, whoops, let me grab my ruler. This is a 5 1/4 by about 8, I would say. So this I want to make 6. I want to make 6 inches over. I wanted to make that 6 inches, and I forget what happened, but it ended up being the size I just told you, a little bit smaller than I wanted. For some reason. Oh, because I made my pages first. I made my pages last year. It's a long story. I'll tell you later in my my December daily story. So I was like, ah, shoot, they're too small. So I had to make the cover a little smaller. But I'll tell you all about that later, probably, unless I tell you today. So that's 6 inches. I measured from right here to over there, and I'll measure one more time, just to make sure, because I really do want it to be 6 inches. Okay, I think that's about 6 inches right there. Okay, so I'm going to cut that. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, that's right. It's going to end up like this, but it doesn't matter which side I cut from, right? No, I don't think so. Alright, we're just going to do it here. Alright, better to double check. Okay, we are at the 6. Let's do it. We're at the 6. Okay, we're doing it. We're cutting. Sometimes it's scary cutting, right? You're like, oh man, I hope I didn't mess this up. It's the only one I have, type of thing. Okay, so that's going on the bottom. And this is going on the top. I love this cover. This was my favorite, but I didn't use my favorite one for me. I just thought I would use this for someone else because it's so cute. Okay, wait, let me get it on the line here where the spine is. Get my 6 inch mark right there. Oops. I just had to push that up a little. Let me measure one more time. It's right up against the little stoppers there now. So I want to make sure, because it needs to be the same as the front, right? I mean the back. Yeah, it might be. I don't. Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. I just don't want it to be crooked here either. Let me measure down here. Does that look about 6? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. We're going with it. We're going with it. Okay, there's another nice strip there. This is kind of like thick cardstock, right? Or scrapbook paper. Okay, so something like this. But we're going to cut off. That would be a long, narrow one, wouldn't it? How long is this? Just out of curiosity. It's 11 inches long, so it almost could be like I could use scrapbook paper in here and not have to cut it off. But I really don't want to make it that long, so let's measure. I was thinking 8 inches. Let's see where 8 inches goes to. Okay, that's about right, because it goes right here in between these two garlands right here. Okay, so yeah, it'll still have these Santas in there. Okay, let's go for that. Let me make a little mark on this side, and then we'll cut that real quick here. Make a little pencil mark here. Wait, let me do it like this. Make a little pencil mark from the 8 inches right there. And this is going like this, so that would be right. And this is going like this, so 8 inches would be, this doesn't have an up or down on it, so I don't have to worry about being upside down on that one, but that one does. Okay, right here's my 8-inch mark. So we're going to cut that off. I'm going to have it 8 inches long. I think that's a nice size for a good sized journal. Not too big, not too small, type of thing. All right, we did it. All right, and now this is going to be the top. Where's my mark? Right here. It's really easy. You just got to do some cutting, and then you're there with your cover. Now, I'm not going to, like I said, cover the inside right now because I don't think I'm going to be using this year unless I have time after I make my next 2 journals to make another journal. Okay, see, that fits perfectly. You have a little spine there. It ends up being, and I like the front going over the back piece. So you have a double thickness of cardboard here. So it's actually a nice strong spine with these 2 thicknesses. And I like this front to go over the back because it just makes it look like a nice, smooth transition from front to side. And then this is what the back looks like. And then I just took my Fabri-Tac and glued them together. So then you can, think about the inside as far as, fabric, scrapbook paper, cardstock, whatever you want to put on the inside. After you get this done, just cover the inside with whatever you want. So this is my little project for the first week of paper for Susan and I's little collab this week. And I wanted to tell you about the names, Sherry and Susan's Crafty Collab. It's might sound kind of generic to you because Susan and I have other little projects up our sleeves, and we wanted to use the same collab name in our next collab. So that's why we have a generic name, so we can use it again. So yeah, just wanted to explain that in case you were wondering. And we're excited to do some different collabs together. I'm going to open this up and press this down so it gets nice and flat here. But I got it where I want it on the outside. I can see where it's bending and going together. So I'm pushing it together now. And you can use a little scrape, something whatever you use to flatten down your things. I've been using this little scraper to get everything nice and spread my glue out underneath things and get it all nice and glued together. So let's see how it looks. I think it's super cute. I like this flat edge on mine. I don't know if you noticed, but I used a pinking shears on it. I just got my pinking shears and I was like pinking shearing everything. So I did pinking shears here and here, and not on the top. Top is flat. And I was just looking at it before the video. I was like, I wonder if I should flatten that out and cut it, because I might tweak this as I go along. Like, I don't do a lot of decorating when I get my journal ready. I just decorate as I go along. When I get something I want to put in here, I'll decorate the page and put whatever. If I want to add some goodies to it and decoration, I'll do that as I go along. So I don't do it ahead of time on mine. So this is this one. Everything is nice and flat together. You see the cover looks good. So it's a cute little cardstock cover, really. So that's what it looks like front. There you can see the spine. There's the back. Isn't it cute? So yeah, if you have any boxes left from past Christmases, they don't have to be vintage. I think these are vintage because they didn't have a date on it, but you can just tell, that they've been around for a while. And I could tell from the wrap packaging too, that they had been around for a while. But yeah, they really looked vintage, but they don't have to be vintage, of course. So isn't that a cute little cover? So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the new collab. And next week, look at the list under my video and you'll see what the next week's theme is. And the third week too, only 3 weeks, and jump in anytime. And thank you if you joined us, and thank you if you're going to join us, and thank you for watching. And just check out all the participants and give everybody some crafty love. Subscribe, comment, and like. And I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting and have an awesome day.